Good evening, and welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm Cassandra Langtree, and our top story tonight is an investigation of homework loads in high schools. The overarching question being, how do individuals react to the pressures of their environment? This evening, we will be informing you of a recent investigation done in a local high school concerning teenagers and the pressures of too much homework. Our top reporters took a trip to Sturgis Charter Public School in Hyannis and asked both students, teachers, guidance counselors, and parents what they thought of the nightly homework load and how students are affected by it. Each individual was basically asked, in what ways do the pressures of work affect teenagers? Now, here's our own reporter Cassie with the interviews. Thanks, Cassandra. I spent this past week at Sturgis Charter Public School in Hyannis interviewing several individuals on what their opinions were of homework and if they believed that students there received too much homework on a nightly basis. Furthermore, I also asked them what they believed to be the effect of too much homework on students. Let's take a look.
My name is Donna Martin Langtree, and I'm a parent of a senior at Sturgis.
In your opinion, do you think that your child gets too much homework?
Yes, indeed I do.
What signs have you seen or noticed that your child is getting too much homework? And what effects do you think that your homework is having on your child?
Good question. She can be very irritable, and she is often sleep deprived, and she is a perfectionist, so she really tries very hard to get good grades, and it wears her down after a while because she is very conscientious about her grades. So she works very diligently. She gets very little rest. She has very little social life. So she's constantly working on her homework.
Does your daughter participate in any other extracurricular activities, and are those being affected by her excessive amounts of homework?
Absolutely. She is a figure skater, so she is on the ice 4 to 6 days a week, as well as she holds a part-time job. And I think her the amount of homework that she has affects her eagerness and willingness to participate in her other extracurricular activities. She will often say, I don't want to go to work, or I don't want to skate today because I have so much homework that I have to do.
And finally, as both a parent and a teacher in a school, what is your personal opinion of homework itself?
I think homework is necessary because it indicates whether a child has mastered or learned a concept, but I truly believe that it should be quality versus quantity of an amount of an assignment that should be handed in. I know that each subject teacher requires a certain amount of homework, but I don't think necessarily that it should be a large amount that needs to be handed in for you to, for a student to show that they've actually mastered a concept.
My name is Haley Meaden. I'm a senior at Sturgis, and I am in the full IB program.
And in your opinion, do you think that you get too much homework?
I do.
Why do you think you get too much homework?
I have to stay up late every night doing all of my homework. I get home from school late because I live an hour away, and so I'm just always extremely tired afterwards.
And do you think that homework is affecting your life in other ways than sleep? Like, does it affect any curricular activities that you do?
It definitely affects my volleyball, considering that we have late practices. I can't give 100% to volleyball because I'm worried about homework, and vice versa. My homework takes a hit because of late practices, and I have so much that I just can't possibly get it all done.
You're also a musician, correct?
I am.
Does homework affect your music in any way?
Yes, it affects my practice time. I don't have as much time as I would like to practice the songs that I'm working on.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Divya Johar and I teach physics and math at Sturgis Charter High School.
Why do you give out homework?
I give out homework so that students can practice skills that they learned in class, or I give out homework if they are preparing for their tests, so it helps them prepare.
Do you have any other opinions about homework?
I think homework is important because it assesses how student is prepared for a test, and it also lets students know that if they are prepared and how much more work they need, or if they need help from teacher.
Um, do you think you give out too much homework?
I don't give out too much homework. That's what I think. Because I assign like around 30 minutes max, so I don't think it's too much homework.
How do you think the homework affects your students?
If they do it, it will first make them practice their skills, and second, it will prepare them for their tests.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Molly Nemus, and I'm a freshman at Sturgis Charter School.
Do you think that you get too much homework?
Depends on the week, but sometimes I think I don't get enough warning for homework or enough time.
And do you have any extracurricular activities?
Yes, I play field hockey.
Is the amount of homework you get every night, is that affecting field hockey?
Yeah, because when I get home, I don't have enough time to do it.
And what time do you go to bed every night?
If I have a lot of homework, probably like 11:30.
And if on a regular night, if you didn't have a lot of homework?
10.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Robbie Fogarty. I'm a senior at Sturgis, and I'm not in the full IB.
Do you get a lot of homework?
Yeah,
How much homework? Like how much?
1.5 hours a night, probably.
All right, and what time do you usually go to bed every night?
Midnight.
What's your opinion of homework? Do you think it's helpful or is it not necessary?
It's somewhat helpful, but too much at Sturgis. There's too much homework, and it gets to a point where it's not really helpful. It's more stressful.
Hello, my name is Sue Whaley. I'm a guidance counselor here at Sturgis Charter Public School.
And in your opinion, what do you think the effect of homework is on students?
I think that homework really takes away from students' ability to figure out how to spend free time and go deeper within themselves and explore other things that they'd like to do besides academic work. In general, I feel that students work really hard during the day and their brains are engaged nonstop during the school day. And I feel that when students go home that they should be able to relax and find things to do that are non-academic, just like I said. So in general, I think unless homework is really essential, like maybe a long-range project that can't be done in school, or minimal homework in order to reinforce some points and further embed information into and ability into one's own range of abilities. I think that homework should be as minimal as possible, and students should focus on other things that they like, even if it's just relaxing and looking out the window.
Do you think that students get too much homework?
I really think that's case by case. I think that students shouldn't have to work more than maybe 45 minutes a night because they've been working hard all day. Except for, as I said, long-range projects or minimal amounts of skill embedding in the maths and sciences, perhaps. But in general, I feel that students could use more free time to have time for what they are learning in school to get further embedded in their own brains. And you need to be able to relax to do that and space out a little bit. So that's how I feel about that.
Thank you. Students are exhausted. They stay up way past the hours of midnight to finish assignments sometimes. Even teachers themselves are exhausted from having to grade and correct assignments. A lot of studying and homework must be done outside of school, sometimes even during lunch. All the while, students also play sports and participate in extracurricular activities for CAS credit for creativity, action, and service. Students also need to maintain clubs. When really they should be hanging out with their friends, they are doing homework. Students need to enjoy this time they have now and be with their friends and learn who they're supposed to be. Extra homework can cause stress, which can cause injury from lack of awareness. It can also cause depression and stress.